starting to run out of dubbed harem anime, therefore I decided to finally give this one a try. Now from the anime description, it does not seem to be part of the genre, but it has a lot of elements which could persuade me to associate it as such. Fair warning though, to enjoy this particular show, you need an IQ of 4.
Well, me too. Every night I eat as many big, juicy wieners as I can, and I always feel better.
Yes, I bet you do.
There's little effort put into the jokes and sketches of this anime, and the dialogue is baffling most of the times. And yet, I liked it.
Shinozaki, may I have the honor of pampering you?
I guess.
I mean, give me ecchi, and I will most probably enjoy myself regardless of quality and writing.
Which shelf is this on again? It's got chocolate flavor written on it.
That being said, this is a review, and I have to evaluate various aspects of the show in this video. Therefore, I can say right away that I won't be able to recommend this travesty. Oh, I thought I was desensitized to bad writing and short characters, but oh boy, was I in for a big surprise.
Payment will have to be made with your body.
That was a joke too, right?
My Girlfriend is a Shobitch is easily one of the most nonsensical and chaotic anime I've ever watched.
So you have a new attribute to add besides being a lolly-pedo-masochist.
But I'm not a lolly-pedo-masochist!
And considering my playlist of harem ecchi anime reviews, that is saying a lot.
So you're into that, are you? Interesting.
Let's have a temporary change of subject.
My god, the writing is bad and the jokes are so basic that it took effort for me to properly finish the show. So the premise of the anime is how some average teenage dude has decided to finally confess his feelings to the girl he likes.
She's an admirable person. Class representative, Akiho Kosuka.
It turns out, however, that she's a complete freak and perverted sadistic bitch.
Kosuka?
I've got it. You're a pig bastard.
Right.
Best way to describe her personality and behavior would be to compare her to Origami Tobiichi from the Date Life franchise. Even her looks strikes me in resemblance.
I should address you differently, like a girlfriend. Something that will make you tingle in places.
If you have watched Date Life, then you would know exactly what type of silent and yet perverted girl Akiho Kosuka is.
Well then, praise me and I will reward you, you scum. Something like that, maybe?
Oh no.
Now I'm a sucker for this type of waifu. I mean, Origami is my second favorite from Date Life, after Kurumi, of course. So yeah, I think the whole show dedicated to the shy, silent, and yet perverted girl archetype sounded like a brilliant idea. Sadly, it is so poorly executed that it was hard for me to enjoy myself as much as I've anticipated. The running theme of the show is how perverted girls tend to be at school.
What type of sexual fetishes do you have?
You're starting with that? Isn't there anything else you'd like to know?
I mean, my god, every noteworthy female from Haruka's entourage is a complete nympho. All these girls talk about is doing the nasty. They also constantly put themselves in compromising situations and make numerous perverted scenarios.
Forget it. I'll just pat her on the head to make her quiet.
Wait, no! Committing incest on school grounds is an unwise decision!
This anime is a low-effort summary of all that is popular in the ecchi harem genre. They have implemented all the stereotypes and classic scenarios into one show with little to no cohesion or decent writing to keep the madness together. The story is non-existent. It has a bunch of sketches which are loosely connected to each other, tied into a shallow narrative about learning to get along with your weird girlfriend.
Come in here, big brother, and get down on your knees! Come on!
I'm overthinking this.
At the beginning, the premise seemed fine, I guess. Confess your feelings to the girl of your dream, while also dealing with a bunch of other women. It's a classic scenario with which I am much too familiar with to care that much about its flaws and shortcomings, pun intended. Here, however, we have such strong and eccentric representations of anime stereotypes that it turns everything into an accidental parody of an edgy anime. All the elements are in place, but it is the execution which is lacking. Akiko is the main waifu and love interest of the series, and she experiences the most kata development out of the girls from Haruka's entourage. She starts as clueless and inexperienced, and by the end of the series, she is still a weirdo with no idea about love. Yeah.
That's it!
She didn't change much, so I guess I have to use the phrase character development loosely when it comes to anyone in this particular anime. Anyhow, Akiko is a pretty good-looking girl. She definitely has the expression of a waifu who's into freaky stuff.
So I take it this means you don't prefer being called pig bastard then?
I told you, that's not my thing.
I like how she has no idea of how to build a proper relationship and goes completely sideways with her lewd attemptions. The show is a bit funny and creative at times, especially around the main duo. The episode I enjoyed the most was the one when Akiko takes Haruka to her house and presents her parents to him. Naturally, her mom looks exactly like her.
Oh, okay, you're Akio's mother. I'm sorry, you two just look so much alike. I didn't realize.
And her dad is basically an older and tired Haruka. But we will focus on the mom at the moment. Fuyumi is an improved version of Akiko in every aspect. Aside the fact that she is married, everything about her is better. She got more voluptuous figure, bigger tits, and even more perverted personality.
I see. Shinozaki goes for married women too.
She tries to teach her daughter nasty things ever since childhood. She also thinks Haruka is interested to bang her on the side along with her daughter. Hell yeah, anime moms are the best. But this reminds me of the other title I've recently just watched, called Uzuki-chan Wants to Hang Out. There was an episode there as well, where the main character was introduced to a seductive, insecure MILF. It does not help as well how both the daughters and moms have white hair and big boobs. Considering this anime came out a few years earlier, I say My Girlfriend is a Shobitch actually had something original after all. All joking and naughty scenarios aside, besides giving us even more fan service, the visit to Akiko's mom also reveals a rather heartwarming moment. You see, while Fuyumi might be a bit too direct and perverted in her lectures, it is obvious how she only wanted the best for her girl. She got herself a decent and kind partner through her unusual way of flirting, and therefore, as she wants the best for her child, she tries to have Akiko follow her lead as well to land a suitable and dependable boyfriend. There's a bit of emotional value to be found even in this anime. It's not complete and utter nonsense all the time. Have I mentioned that the main character has a sister? Well, he actually has two. One of them simply refers to herself as his sister.
Hey there, sis. Is there a reason you're kind of draped all over me?
Well, why not? It's okay, right?
But the other is basically his actual blood relative.
Since you don't have a real girlfriend, your actual sister is going to walk home with you.
Who cares? This time after all. Shizuko is the obnoxious childhood friend who keeps on bothering him at school.
I mean, we've been friends since we were kids.
Yeah, I don't think that really answers the question.
While Kanata is the joyful actual sister who likes to bother him at home.
Hey, Kanata, you need something?
So you did notice me after all!
Now this is an amazing setup. It also shows how overboard the anime went with trying to appeal to every demographic and incorporate as many fetishes as possible. This is basically a set-up version of a harem anime, if that were even possible. Well, between the two sisters, I chose Kanata over Shizuko. I like how Kanata is kind of a cat girl.
This dog she's left her so vulnerable!
I mean, not really, as she's definitely human. She's always wearing cute, gothic clothes with cat ears, so yeah, it definitely increases her appeal. She's so innocent and cute, so I kinda like her voice in the dub version. In comparison, the supposed sister is a bit too loud and aggressive for me. I mean, she gets plenty of screen time, and even one episode is dedicated to her by the end of the season. I guess she's kinda popular with the fans of the series. Also like how prudish these girls actually are. They have no idea what they are talking about, and whenever actually confronted with more embarrassing scenarios, they back down immediately and reveal their insecurities.
You're not comfortable sharing an umbrella?
I'm sorry.
There's also Rina, who is supposed to be the rich girl I hit up, but I have no idea what happened to this character.
My favorite hobby is frolicking with hairy males.
Never mind! That wasn't normal at all!
Guys, I like me some weird, simple-minded people, but this is unnecessarily weird and eccentric. I give my girlfriends a Shobitch a 6.1 out of 10. This might just be the lowest score I ever gave on my channel. Hey, I like the anime, but I have to be fair and criticize its numerous flaws, missed opportunities, and questionable decisions.
You can't satisfy her by yourself?
A huge misunderstanding.